moment is very interesting because the Council of Curators changed the Biennale's focus from creative high points to the diversity of Yogyakarta artists' modes of expression and based on the importance of heritage place. It was promoted also that every urban heritage has its own uniqueness. So you can see this one, that heritage become the source of the innovation and creation of the arts. And interesting also this one is from architectural remaining to Kampung Cyber, where the Sultan also attend the rehabilitation in 2003 of this called the Taman Sari Royal Perfume Gardens, that because of the earthquake in 18th, it was many become remains and become a closer and small area. And based on those, the community then have initiative to make what is called the Kampung Cybers in 2006. And you can see this one, the visit of Mark Zuckerberg from the Facebook, as well as the visit of the King William Alexander and Queen from the Royal Netherlands in 2020. So you can see that the initiative from the community is very powerful in Yogyakarta. You can see also the powerful of the community. This is activities in Imogiri Temple, where there is a Batik Village, and 2006 that was a big earthquake, and then we within 13 years try to integrate and reviving of Batik post earthquake and the Saujana, the cultural landscape conservation of Imogiri Heritage Village. You can see this one. From those things, it is the conditions of the cemetery, royal cemetery, the Saujana heritage, and then the earthquake, and now it's become the contemporary fashion. So from the Batik village to the contemporary work fashions. And interestingly, that the Batik image design inspired from the nature. You can see the inspiration of this kind of pattern is from the mountains. So you can learn also from my sketch this one, that the mountain inspired on the design of this, where you can see the Melinji is the center for water powers is in this area, and the waters and the metaphor of sharp mountain stone. In this area is many sharp mountain stone, and they will create this. And the batik itself is previously you put the wax in the fabrics, and with a natural dye you make the dye, and then the result will be like this. And from there are many inspiration for the new patterns, image designs of parang and lereng. And from the batiks also, you can also make the natural indigo batik for contemporary fashion. So this is a very traditional way, and then when after that the designer will come and then make this contemporary fashion. And we also utilize as a local wisdom, natural indigo dye contributes to the environmentally friendly life. So this is the Javanese and universal local wisdom as well. And we use other natural dye like mahogany, jelawe, and others. And we try to change from the past, not only selling the raw materials of indigo, but also reviving the local wisdom into making the green fashion movement. So the creative economy, Galeri Batik Jawa Indigo from Indonesia to the world, now and in the futures. And you can see also that how is the long process of making this art. And you can see many artisan will works and also the designer, but making the simplicity cutting for the contemporary fashions. And you can see we organize a lot of fashion show to reminder a golden age of natural dye. We made an event in The Hague, in Stockholm, and other places. Another point that I would like to share to you all is regarding the from nature to organic arts. For instance, this one is coconut trees, and then make the young coconut leaves. They have a young coconut leaf, and then from the young coconut leaf, you can make a lot of arts, we can say as organic arts. And from this young coconut leaf arrangement, we call it Mayasari Indonesia for wedding reception. In a very traditional house, we call it Pendapa. It just happened last week. That's me, and then this is we made together with my sister and our group this kind of decorations. And if you need more places, you can have those kind of young coconut leaves arrangement, Mayasari Indonesia for wedding ceremony and reception, as well as you can see this is we kind of the production of a factory of the flower arrangements. And yes, we need also space media for culinary heritage that you can see this in indoor or even outdoor. So inspiration is from the natures and from the intangible heritage as well for this kind of tangible heritage. And the last issue that I would like to raise is my commitment. This is the real action should be starts from my home, from home. As an architect, part of the community of the Saujana Conservation River. So my house is behind, my house is a river, and we try to make this one as a place for sharing heritage knowledge, science, and skills. So we have to also, when we made a design, we have to be committed also how to make preservations of this Saujana River. So the idea is we have this land, and this area is the river in this side. And this now is my house. So I'm now here. And in the future, we plan to have this gallery because my son's also an artist. And now we have these houses already. And the idea has come from this. This area should be our space of arts. And here is also for together with community. And you can see this is the river in this area. And we learn from the Saujana outstanding value of the river. We're supposed to revitalize the intangible culture of heritage river. And I learned from Vidyasa Saputra that there is what is called the asrama. Asrama is a place where people exhaust themselves and people force themselves by learning other science and skill, such as science, technology, language, art, and religions. And facts is the high level of science and skills that we would like also to produce in our house. So the asrama, this is our house right now with many bamboo surrounded by bamboos. And this is the facts, the skill, the science that we would like to teach for the students, because what previously I learned and now I'm active on this area. Architectural conservation, infill and community design, heritage economy, business and tourism, natural indigo batik, for contemporary fashion and interior, painting, flower arrangement, and of course horticultures, like in the behind my side. And creatively conserve the Saujana River outstanding value. We have to conserve first the settlement. This is my house now, down to the earth house, and then keeping the valley with this one, the valley, and make this one as a stage for performance, and keeping river stone over there that we still have a lot of stone remaining, and then keeping and cultivate the bamboos, various bamboos too, and finally keep the river clean. So this is my text too. And contribute also for the architectural designs. This is taking picture by my colleague Jahangir Khan from Pakistan when we had a breakfast in my house a couple years ago. And we try also to create this place as an art space, and it was kicked off by the maestro of paintings in Yogyakarta, Mrs. Kartika Afandi, and he made a painting there, and then now the painting is in my house. And the asrama itself already presented last time by activities that already done before pandemic, that my architecture students field works over there, and then this is their activities, and we had a lot of lectures. We establishing program also education and conservation theory practice for cultural heritage among university. We set up bamboo activities in my house, and also the civil engineering student field works also organized in our fields. So this kind of activities, and I invite also you, if you want to come after the pandemic to my house, feel free also to take a lot of things to learn in here. And concluding remarks. First, I have 3 points. Today's heritage management needs networking, learning, moving forward, and working together with all stakeholders. We cannot be alone. Even in my house, I cannot just making my house alone, but I have to also collaborate with local communities, higher education, private sector, government, and others from different fields. And by widening the scope of heritage from tangible and intangible culture, culture towards the surrounding, and by discovering the meaning of Saujana, or cultural heritage, cultural landscape heritage, we can create and innovate relationship organically in every step for the future. For instance, in just one kind of site, we will discuss with many people how to make a design, to make the conservation of certain area. And the last point is to comprehensively explore culture ecology as potential problem solving in facing current urban challenge, and the basic for heritage education. We call it Pendidikan Pusaka. This is some of our activities. Then we organize heritage education, the Pendidikan Pusaka, and we made this icon from the young coconut leaf flower arrangements, and we put traditional toys. So this is traditional toys. So this is symbolic that, yes, for heritage management, we cannot just stand alone. So we have to work together, and cultural ecology is actually the basic as potential, can be the potential problem solving in facing current urban challenge, and the basic for heritage educations. And thank you very much for your kind attentions. If you have any comment and questions, please welcome. Thank you.